Hey there. Today I'm going to tell you a story off the top of my head and try to keep a straight face. Bear with me. 'Twas once a lonely ostrich in the land of lobster cock. His name was Timmis. Timmis liked to do three activities: fap, fap some more, and fap at night. But Timmis also liked to go on adventures in the forests and the back roads and the ghetto. The ghetto was a dangerous one. Lots of honkies in there. Anyhow, Timmis was once walking through the ghetto and he saw a black man, unheard of in the ghetto, full of honkies. However, behind the black man was a duck with no significant meaning in the story. Now, the black man came up to Timmis and he said, "Good day to you, sir. My name is Nigger Jim." Now, Nigger Jim had had a colorful past. His colorful past was colorful because his skin is colored. Soon after, Timmis pulled out a shotgun, which is unheard of because ostriches can't hold shotguns, and he shot Nigger Jim several times in the chest. Because Timmis was a fascist, you see, and a white supremacist at that, and Timmis went and he shot the shit out of Nigger Jim. And Nigger Jim laid there and he said, "War!" And Timmis looked at him and he said, "Shut up." And that was all that happened that day. The next day, Timmis was sitting in the forest, fapping, and while he was fapping, he fapped a little bit more, when suddenly a squirrel came out from nowhere, a squirrel named Susan. Susan said, "What the fuck are you doing? You fapping in my forest?" And Timmis said, "I can fap wherever the fuck I want, bitch." And he pulled out his shotgun, which was unheard of because ostriches can't hold a shotgun. And he shot the shit out of Susan, who died in one hit because she's a squirrel named Susan. And Timmis kept firing and he was like, "Pop, pop, oh the niggas drop. Pop, 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 oh the niggas drop. Pa-chow, pa-chow. Everybody gonna die." Then Timmis took a stroll through the woods. He came upon a deer named Bambi, who was laying on the ground. "Get your fat ass off that ground." And Bambi looked at him and he said, "Bambi, I didn't know you could fly." And Timmis said, "Shut the fuck up, deer can't fly. I'm a motherfucking ostrich. My name's Timmis, and I can't fly either. But I sure can throw the shit out of these M&Ms. Yeah, I threw M&Ms at Bambi. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom, Dr. Evil for some reason was there and he was like, "I call this plan Preparation H." To which Scotty was like, giggle giggle, because Preparation H is what you wipe on your ass when your asshole hurts. So Timmis heard this with his magical super ostrich hearing from across the forest, turned and fired his laser. But it's a forest, so there's trees everywhere, and he ended up just making a massive explosion that started burning shit left, right, and center, and that wasn't good because Timmis was stuck in the forest. Meanwhile, Bambi said, "The forest is on fire!" and ran off into the distance. Timmis decided it was a good idea to get the fuck out of there because the forest was burning. So he started running towards Black Lake. He ran into Black Lake and swam under the surface, deep under, and came across the Gungan city, where he met Boss Nass, who decided Timmis was a white supremacist, fascist, racist ostrich, and threw him into the Sarlacc pit. However, the Gungans did not have Sarlacc, so they fed Timmis to old Greg. And old Greg said, "What you doing in my waters?" Timmis said, "Nothing. Not fishing." To which old Greg said, "Then how come there's hooks in my head then, fool?" To which Timmis said, "That doesn't belong to me, sir." And old Greg said, "It's attached to your rod, mother liquor." To which Timmis looked down and saw that a string of fishing wire was tied to his penis that was attached to the hook, to which was in old Greg's hair. Timmis said, "Fuck this, I'm getting the fuck out of here." And he ran and ran through the forest that was on fire, like an idiot, because the forest was on fire. Blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, Timmis managed to escape that day and made it back to the magical land of Lobstercock. And then he found $5. Testicles. That is all.